This week on Your Newsroom, I'm Cameron Gibson. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. We show you how Georgia Southern spreads awareness around campus.
I'm Nia Worrell. The football team named a new director of strength and conditioning. We show you how Georgia Southern football is preparing for their upcoming season.
A solar eclipse moved over Statesboro earlier this week. Our cameras were there.
Plus, we show you what people had to say about the importance of transparency and accountability in media. You don't want to miss this.
If it matters to you, it matters to us, and it all starts right now.
This is Your Newsroom, with our team of reporters in the field covering the stories that matter to you. Now from the Georgian Media Group, this is Your Newsroom.
Hey everyone, welcome to Your Newsroom. I'm Cameron Gibson.
And I'm Nia Worrell. To spread the word about Sexual Assault Awareness Month, Georgia Southern implements the Clothesline Project. Your Newsroom's Hannah Clay has the story.
At Georgia Southern University, sexual violence awareness raises an additional level with the Clothesline Project. The Clothesline Project takes place annually every April, which is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. As an effort across the entire university, the Clothesline Project seeks to raise awareness of the pervasiveness of sexual assault and give survivors a platform to express their experiences.
It makes me feel sad to see that there are so many people affected by sexual assault, whether it be rape, coercion, and stuff like that. So it makes me feel sad that people are going through this and, us not being aware of it more often.
The Clothesline Project involves more than awareness raising as it promotes action. The Student Health and Wellness Promotion Office has tables set up at the Henderson Library and the Russell Union where students may make their own t-shirts.
I think it's important that they're participating in this project because it is very common for people to get sexually assaulted, rape to happen in colleges. So it's important for Georgia Southern to show awareness to this and the importance of speaking out and speaking for people and just being aware of the situations that's going on.
Messages of optimism and perseverance started being displayed on shirts in the Henderson Library, the Recreation Activity Center, and also the Russell Union since Monday, April 8th, and will be up until April 19th. Reporting from Statesboro, I'm Hannah Clay with Your Newsroom.
Thanks for that report, Hannah. A new director of strength and conditioning is hoping to get the football team on the right start to their season. Your Newsroom's Javon Adams got an inside look.
Georgia Southern football is taking a different approach as James Heiss is named new director of strength and conditioning. He's been training football since 2017 at places like Baylor and Buffalo. And after overseeing strength and conditioning at Nebraska last year, he came down here to Statesboro. And Heiss says coaches down here have made things easy for him to do his job.
All of my experiences have prepared me and brought me to this point. And I think most coaches would tell you the same thing, is that the people that I've been fortunate enough to work under on my way up through the career path have molded me into the coach that I am.
Heiss also explained Georgia Southern has the foundation. He just has to continue what's been laid down. The Eagles started their 15-day spring practice session at Paulson Stadium last month. And Heiss, who's a National Strength and Conditioning Association member, says after joining Eagle Nation, he'll put more emphasis on their attention to detail and their mindset to dominate.
And I think that attention to detail is showing up in a positive and a negative way right now, which is a good thing. We're in spring ball. And I think that mindset to dominate, I think these guys do a really good job when things are neutral and negative, a good job of responding. When things are positive, how do we respond? And so when we're doing really well, how do we keep doing that?
Eagle football is back on its way, concluding our spring practice with our spring game in just 2 weeks. And we'll see how high we're flying. This is Javon Adams, reporter from Statesboro, Your Newsroom.
We're definitely excited for their new season. Thanks, Javon. Earlier this week, a solar eclipse passed over Statesboro. I was there to show you this rare event.
Around the rotunda on Monday, Georgia Southern students and faculty came together to see what could be seen of the solar eclipse.
Statesboro, we are not in totality. We're actually about 70 to 75% eclipsing.
The Georgia Southern Planetarium gave out ISO-approved glasses to be able to view the solar eclipse in the safest way possible. They also had a box to retract the light from the sun to show you how the eclipse would look if you did not look directly at it.
We always wanted to get the glasses, and we've been I went to a bunch of stores to look for them and I couldn't find them. They were all sold out. So I read in the George Ann that they were giving them out.
Although, here in Statesboro, we can only see 70% of the eclipse, it did not get darker or cooler in temperature. Here's what the eclipse would look like if you put the glasses on top of your cell phone camera.
I'm excited. I had a test today, so this is a fun way to chill and just hang out with my friends on campus after my test.
If you missed this one, there's a lunar eclipse later this year in September. However, the next solar eclipse will not be taking place until 2044.
A panel of speakers discussed the role of trusted news media on Monday. I was there to give you an inside look.
At GSU, students, faculty, and members of the community gathered to discuss the crucial topic of transparency and accountability in the government, particularly focusing on the role of the news media. This event featured a panel of distinguished speakers from various fields, including journalism, political science, and law. They delve into the challenges and opportunities faced by the news media in holding governments accountable and promoting transparency.
I think as far as transparency, I think there are so many avenues that local government can use for that, whether it's streaming a meeting, it's social media, it's getting that information out.
The panelists dove into the critical intersection of transparency, accountability, and the pivotal role of news media in ensuring a robust democratic system. They explored the importance of ensuring that citizens can access accurate information, which allows them to be informed and engaged in local government decision-making. With mounting public scrutiny over government actions, the spotlight now turns to how information flows between governing bodies and the public.
Local government is trying to get something done that if that information is out there, other folks could, use that to their advantage, and suddenly local government is maybe paying more for something.
The event aimed to not only educate but also inspire action. Attendees had the chance to engage in discussions, exploring practical ways to promote the transparency and accountability in their communities. I'm Cameron Gibson reporting for your Newsroom.
To find out more about events taking place at Henderson Library, check out the university's event page at calendar.georgiasouthern.edu.
Before we go, here's some events around Statesboro this week that you don't want to miss.
Starting today through April 14th, you can ride rides at the Spring Carnival located at the Kiwanis-Ogeechee Fairgrounds.
On Friday, April 12th, you can cheer on the baseball team at their game against Coastal Carolina.
And finally, on Saturday, you can participate in the 2024 Teal Ribbon 5K and Fun Run, which benefits the Teal House.
Thank you for joining us this week for your latest updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at @your_newsroom.
For now, for Naya, and for all of us at Your Newsroom, I'm Cameron Gibson. We'll see you next week.